matter of whether or not Conor can hurt anybody. If he hits somebody, they're going to get hurt by that. The issue at hand is whether or not he has the skills to even touch Floyd Money Mayweather, because the guy is 49-0 for a reason. Throughout his professional life, he has stepped into the ring with other professionals at his sport, and they could not touch him. Think about Canelo Alvarez and how big time this dude is going into this fight against Triple G. He has one loss on his resume, and it is against Floyd Money Mayweather. Why? Because he walked into the fight as a knockout artist and a pretty elite boxer, even though he was still young and raw. And Floyd Money Mayweather made him look like a complete novice. It got to a point where Canelo Alvarez was scared to throw punches because Floyd would either slap him upside of his head or tap him on the shoulder and said, "I'm actually behind you, not in front of you." That's how much he schooled Canelo Alvarez. And so if you look at the fact that Floyd has been able to school individuals like this, imagine what he's going to do against a novice like Conor McGregor. It's not a matter of whether or not Conor McGregor can hurt somebody. It's a matter of whether or not he can touch Floyd. That's the issue at hand that he has, and that's why nobody is picking him to win this fight. This is not the UFC. This is not the octagon where Floyd would get destroyed inside of a minute or two. This is boxing. This is his level of expertise. And a guy that's never been in a boxing ring going up against the best in the world, it's just hard to imagine that it's going to be anything other than an exhibition, because he's simply not gifted enough to touch Floyd.
Is there any kind of language in this agreement that what might happen should Conor have a brain freeze and just start throwing elbows and kicks?
Oh yeah, that will not happen.
What's the penalty?
That will not happen. I mean, first of all, obviously, that is absolutely in the contract, number one. And number two, if this is a boxing match under the Nevada State Athletic Commission, under the rules of boxing. And I mean, when you talk about a guy of Floyd Mayweather's level and value in the sport and things like that, I mean, the lawsuit, if that ever happened, would, Conor likes money, man, and Conor would depart with a lot of money if that ever happened. So, yeah, that will not happen.
Audie, how is Team McGregor feeling now that this is finally a done deal?
Obviously, we're excited about the fight. I think this is something that the fans wanted to see. I know both Floyd and Conor, as competitive as they both are, they both wanted to challenge themselves, and I'm fired up to see this go down August 26th in Las Vegas.
How would you describe the negotiation process?
I think like any other negotiation, right? I mean, you're always going to have your challenges. I think you're going to have your moments where, moments of difficulty where, parties may not necessarily agree, but in the end, you got to keep your head down. You got to keep working through it. And I think, I tip my hat off to Dana and the UFC and Al and Floyd and Showtime and everybody coming together and really making this thing happen. I can tell you, back when the band just started, I think it was a dream that maybe only Floyd and Conor saw, and we had to really rally people around that. And then the fans really wanted it, so then it grew and it grew in regards to public interest, and then that all kind of worked with the flow of the negotiations, so to speak. So I think, happy in the end that we all had a meeting of the minds and excited to go out and watch those two guys make history.
The public interest is certainly there, and so is the money. I'm curious, what number have you, Conor, the whole McGregor team, what number have you set as the financial goal here?
Well, I think, obviously I'm not going to necessarily disclose confidential information, but I think Dana's come out publicly said in regards to what he thinks Conor and Floyd will make. I think that's fairly accurate. I think, we're really happy with how the deal ended up. We are excited from a financial standpoint, but then, in regards to other parts of the deal that we were looking to get, and we're happy. At the end of the day, I think this is a win-win for all parties. Did you get everything you want? Not necessarily, but again, I think that's what makes it a win-win. I think everybody's going to walk away winning. Most importantly, the fans are going to walk away very happy.